Hey Joe, long time no see. What are all these boxes doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Patman. It's actually your latest DVD, and I'm sharing them with my network. I'm so excited. I'm shipping these out to Africa. I got some for Asia. I got Australia over here. Look at all these for going to America.
Unbelievable, Joe. I'm so happy to find out that you're distributing our training material all over the world. I need more people like you out there in our network. And if you keep up this good work, I'm very sure that next year V Studios are going to create so much more. Hello? Mods? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just around the corner. 15 minutes, I'll be there. Same place. See you there. Bye. Where did I put it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Well, guys, I've got some great news and some bad news. I just met an IR called Joe, and I just found out that the past 1 year we have distributed over 5 million of my DVDs all over the world. The bad news is V Studios is shutting down tomorrow. Remember, guys, duplicate good deeds, not DVDs. Buy original.
What we're going to talk about today is something I did during the zone. In life, one of the biggest challenges that we face is knowing where the pitfalls are. You know what a pitfall is? A pitfall is a hole in the ground. Those of us who are always looking up, being networkers, we look up all the time. Are you with me? Yes. We rarely look down. It can be a very serious problem. You have to learn to look down. But unfortunately, we are taught to always look up. They always tell you, you got to fly. So you're always looking up, And then, you're in Malaysia, where they steal these drain covers away. So we got to recognize where we are all the time. Are you with me?
Yes.
A pitfall happens when you least expect it. A pitfall is generally a place where you expect ground to be, like a drain cover missing. And you put your foot down expecting there to be ground and go right through. In life, pitfalls are exactly that, unexpected. Pillars, on the other hand, hold us up. They give us strength. And pillars basically is the strengths that we have relied upon to get to where we are today. All right? All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about pillars and pitfalls today. And there are basically 10 of them. And I'm going to start with the first one, all right? The most fundamental one. The most powerful one. And the first one is passion. Passion is what makes us great. It is the fire that burns. Are you with me? Yes. Passion comes from the root of our souls. It's what took us out of the decisions in life are made in passion. Are you with me? Yes. And what makes passion so powerful is that passion is seductive. Passion attracts. When you stand in front of a crowd and you talk to them, what attracts someone over to listen to you is not the technical details of the plan. Rarely, if ever. Are you with me? Yes. You got to find something else to bring him in. If you're relying on the plan, the company, the product, They account for perhaps all put together 30%. Unfortunately, it's that way. So what brings them the rest of the way in? What do you need to project? The plan, they will come to know. Are you with me? Yes. The company is upfront, that also they will come to know. But the thing that attracts them is whatever turns you on. Are you with me? Yes. I remember when Patman used to go up on stage in the early days here in Malaysia. So he would go up on stage, and for the first 15 minutes, sometimes he'll forget that he's up on stage doing the plan. Having too much fun, as it were. So even before he does the plan, he's already got the people excited. Are you with me? Yes. People come up to me, and he hasn't even started doing the plan yet. I say, "Sir, I want to sign up." I said, "Wait lah. Bomb not over yet." So he said, "I don't care. Whatever he's high on, I want to get high also." I said, "That one, I don't have it in a bottle." You get my point? Yes. But be it Padman, be it any one of the others, Donna had the same passion. When Donna goes on stage, it's amazing to watch her. Are you with me? Yes. The fact is, they go up there and they imbibe the place first. Now, if this was all about VCon, this was a bomb, then I would be approaching you differently. But I'm not, because this is about, hopefully, some level of intellectual discourse. And then you go back with some information in your heads that you get used. Are you with me? Yes. Otherwise, I'll be up here getting you on your chairs. But that's not what today is about. Today is about you understanding something you can take back and apply. But passion is a tool. So before you even go in to meet anyone, first you have to feel that passion. It's something you need to go back and touch anytime you want. Do you get my point? Yes. It's not something you have any selection over. It's not like, oh, I didn't feel like it. Do you get my point? Yes. Today is not the day for it, There's no such thing. You're committed to this. You commit to it with a passion. You need to recognize that you do not have a day off to take off. Passion is something that is there all the time. Are you with me? Yes. When you come to VCon, it just revives, but it's constantly there. Are you with me? Yes. Passion is not an option. Passion is the reason that you do what you do. Passion is the reason you came in. Passion is the reason you continue. Passion is the reason you can be successful. Are you with me? Yes. Passion is the reason that they come in. Therefore, it's something you need to understand very well. You need to embrace it. It makes all the difference in the world. The same plan. If you get rejected, and you do all the time, right? Yes or no? Yes. Every time you get rejected, ask yourself one thing. Was I passionate enough? Now, when I mean passionate, right? Passion is not about making loud noises. It's not about shouting. It's not about banging the table. That's histrionics. Amateur drama. You're not going, for the Academy Award. Passion is intensity. All of us have different ways of showing it. Are you with me? Chapa, for instance, is totally unlike Padman, Yes. But he is known as the master of the one-on-one. Because he does the one-on-one very well. But it's very quiet. If you listen to him do his bombs in the early days, his approach is very intense. One-on-one. He feels like it's like a slow-moving, tractor rolling over you. Because he's very intense about his subject, Very different. Patman is more like a fighter aircraft. Very different. So it's fine. Your personality, your traits, but the passion has to come. And you have to go back and keep touching it all the time. You have to light the candle that is in front of you. Because that guy, he has passion too. And that's the point that you are there to do. To light that passion. Are you with me? When the passion ignites across to the other side, then you have him. Do you get my point? Yes. So first you have to get the passion. You have to identify that. He has to feel, I don't care whatever the hell this is, but that I want to feel. So you can't go there looking like doom and gloom. Do you get my point? You got to carry that energy with you. But there is a problem, with passion per se. Passion is great because of its intensity, because of what it does. But what is its weakness? Okay. What is there a pitfall that passion brings? Passion is wonderful. Everyone understands passion as a pillar, right? Yes. Does passion have a downside to it? Don't take it to the point, passion is different onto each of us, The person in front of you may not be you, right? But the most important thing about passion is that it is, as most trends, it's a blindness. When you are so totally convinced, that also means you think you know you are right. You think you know everything. Are you getting my point? Yes. It is the biggest problem to growth. You can be totally passionate. At the same time, it doesn't mean that you need to, being passionate is enough to drive a point home. Are you with me? Yes. But at the same time, it also must be driven with a balance. Because it's not something that finishes within the day. If you're passionate all year round, just like a doctor has to be passionate and still hold his scalpel, right? Yes. Are you getting my point? Yes. Can you imagine if he's got to be passionate and say, No, he is passionate. If he has to stand there and do a 7-hour operation and then do it again the next day, right? Or do it 5 times a week, you think there's no passion involved? Do you get my point? Yes. To do anything with that kind of sincerity, with kind of in-depth focus, dedication, determination, that requires intense passion. Do you get my point? Yes. Passion is not something that needs to be just about explosion. It needs to be every day. It's passionate to get up every morning, pick up your kids, take them to school every day. Yes. Because however exhausted you are, you drag yourself, crawl out of bed, because you need to get there. Are you with me? Yes. You recognize that, right? Yes. It's passionate too. So passion has a strength, tremendous strength, but the problem is when you allow it to become a pitfall. Because you also cannot see, it takes some of the other values out of the system. Like for instance, it leads to impatience. Are you with me? Yes. Because you're so passionate, supposedly you think you're in a hurry. Are you with me? Yes. That does not lead anywhere. Being passionate is a product of also rational thinking. You have to plan, you have to conceive. Passion is something that it has to be derived, not coming out of a bottle. Passion has to come because you have thought it through. It has to be sensibly derived from your thought processes. It becomes a pillar. A pillar cannot be made of salt. It cannot crumble. It has to be solid. So in order for passion to translate itself into a pillar and not be a pitfall, it has to be constructed. It has to be worked upon. It has to be cemented. Are you getting my point? Yes. Pillars are not built in a day. The passion of the type that you need and that you need to build is the type that you need to build every day. I'll tell you one essential difference, what passion makes a difference, all right? All the skills in the world, you get two opponents who are evenly matched, two fighters, right? Sometimes you see two fighters slog it out for 15 rounds. Are you getting my point? Yes. They are so evenly matched that you cannot piecemeal, you cannot pick who is better. The difference of who wins at the end is simply based on who has more passion. It is passion that carries the victor. So every time you go back into the fray, back into your life, remember that the one thing that can take you over the finish line, being more prepared, having everything in place is simply not enough. Passion is that final ingredient, the first and final ingredient, the most important and final ingredient. Are you with me? Yes. So that's the issue on passion. The second is pride. Pride is both a pitfall and it is a pillar. There's an essential difference that one has to take in between the two. Can you see how pride is a pillar or not? Yes. Or how is it a pitfall? The defining difference is when you are proud in what you do, in your skill, right? Being pride in your work, in your skill, pride in your craftsmanship. Take pride in it. Make sure that it is the best that can be done. Go back and redo it again. Take pride in the way that you look. Take pride in your presentation. Take pride in the way that you do everything. Redo it and then redo it again and redo it again. That is pride that drives you. It makes you produce even better work. It's like schoolwork, 77 not enough. I need 87. I need 97. 97 not enough. I need 100. Are you with me? Yes. 100 not enough. Because, that's what the teacher thinks. There must be someone else who thinks better, higher. Are you getting my point? You take pride in what you do and what you are. And that is a skill in the skill itself. Take pride in others. Wonderful. In your team. Take pride in your downlines. Take pride in their skills. Are you with me? Yes. Drive them. Be proud of them. This is a very powerful force. Teach them to be proud of their skills. But there's that one defining line. It's when you start being proud of yourself. Not the skill, but who you are. Not what you do. Do you get my point? Yes. Then the line becomes already vague. Then it becomes a pitfall. Are you getting my point? Yes. When Muhammad Ali says, I can't be defeated, it was just before he met Joe Fraser for the second time. Are you with me?
Yes.
That's unfortunately, that's when they say pride comes before a fall. The fall being the pitfall.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Pride has to be on substance. It cannot be on just you. Pride on others, no issue. Pride in yourself, issue. Pride on work done, no issue. Pride on work done, no issue. Pride on, just you as you, there is an issue. You get my point?
Yes.
If you take a lot of effort to look good, no problem. That took a